This is the high. This is the high.
Good evening. Welcome to Sandy's Beef and Ale, and welcome to the High School Coaches Roundtable show on WBCB. Great to be back here at Sandy's once again as we get to talk with the coaches and the players from some of the local high school football programs. We start with the Morrisville Bulldogs. We'll also talk to the Bensalem Owls. We got Council Rock North, Council Rock South in the house, Neshaminy and Pennsbury, and we'll also check in with Conwell-Egan Catholic football and with the Bristol Warriors. But we begin with the 2-1 Bulldogs defending 1A district champs. Coach Keene, welcome to the show. A tough one this week against Pequea Valley. You guys get served your first loss in a low-scoring game. 14-6 was the final. Must have seen some good things from the defensive side of the football to keep your team in that ball game.
Yep, and thank you again for having us. Like I told you the past 2 weeks, I've been priding myself and this team on our defense. They came out ready to play. Everything we worked on, it was very fundamentally sound. Our defense played really well, but offensively we couldn't really move the ball. We got beat up front, and that kind of hurt us.
You got to credit them with a good effort in the second half. As you guys get ready to play Montrose, tell me a little bit about that team, what you know about them. Sounds like you guys don't know a whole lot about that team, and we get to check in. We hear a little bit about last week's game. We give you a bit of a preview for next week's action here on the Roundtable show, and we couldn't do it without the participation of all the coaches and the players giving up a little bit of time. We really appreciate that. So what do you know about Montrose as you guys get ready for Week 4 action?
So I'm actually originally from that area, so
you must know all about them then.
Not so much. When Coach Cohn and I were trying to go through the schedule for last year, we were just looking for teams that had open weeks, and I had mentioned Montrose, and just knowing that up there it's smaller school, kind of like us, they're a very fast, they're explosive team. Defensively, like I said, I believe we match up really well with them, and then just offensively, we just got to show ourselves that we could move the ball, and hopefully we could start doing that this week and showing what we're all about.
All right, the big thing is we get to meet the players of the local high school football teams here, congratulate the young men that are giving up their time, their effort to be part of a high school football program. So, Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the Roundtable.
So I brought senior wide receiver and linebacker Javon Rivera. He had an amazing junior season. He had, I think, 11 touchdowns, almost 700, 800 yards receiving. Like he had an amazing junior year. And I told him with a new quarterback coming into our system, not a lot of playing experience, I say he just has to be patient and wait for his time. And when his number's called, make every play that he can. And once our quarterback starts getting his stripes a little bit and gets a little better on the field and makes better decisions, I think he's going to be A-okay. So, yeah, Javon Rivera.
Javon, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us tonight. What's the most enjoyable part about being part of the Morrisville Bulldog football program?
The most enjoyable part would be, like, just being with my guys, like dealing with them all day. Like, I love playing with them at the end of the day. That's my favorite part.
All right, what are you hearing from your coaches this week? You guys need to do well in order to get a bounce-back win against this Montrose team.
We just have to play physical. That's really it. We
talk about being with your guys. Like, you guys are going to be riding on the bus for what, like a 3-hour tour up there?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that going to mess up your game day rituals? Like, what are some of the things that you like to do to get ready for game day?
I just put my headphones on, lock in, whole bus ride, and then once we get there, I talk to my guys, do like a little speech or whatever, and and we just get ready to play them.
All right. Playing both sides of the ball, wide receiver and linebacker. What did you see from the defense that you liked this week, even though you guys didn't get the win?
I would say we stood in the game like we never gave up. Like, they were tough, they were physical, but we stood in our ground and we just kept on playing.
All right, one of the things I want to ask everybody who's with us, all of our players, how about your favorite non-football athlete, as we get to know our high school football players and maybe the sports and the things outside of football that move them?
My favorite non-sport athlete is probably like Giannis from the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Greek Freak.
Yeah. You
play some basketball for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, a little bit. That's the goal. That's always looked up to when I play basketball. I try to do his moves or whatever. Yeah.
Seems like a good role model as well. A good guy to emulate. All right, Jovan, thank you so much for being part of the show and being with us here. The key to your next win?
The key is not giving up, honestly. Just keep playing and play physical. That's really it.
All right, Bulldogs looking to move to 3-1 if they can get past this Montrose team. Thanks to Coach Keene, Jovan Rivera for being with us here for our High School Coaches Roundtable show from Sandy's Beef and Ale. Good luck this week, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to talk to the Bensalem Owls next as we let these guys get back to their sandwiches. Sandy's, the home of the world-famous hand-carved roast beef sandwich. And, last week I ended up getting their turkey sandwich. It was outstanding, and they hook up all the players, the coaches, with a special Coaches Roundtable menu as we welcome the 2-1 Bensalem Owls up to the show. Bensalem with I think they're ranked in the top 10 in the 6A rankings as they get ready for a big league game against Quakertown. And this game between these two teams could have some league championship implications, even though it's the first league game that they're both going to be playing. All right, let me see here. All right, so we got to smile for the camera before we get going. Again, talking to the local high school football programs. Our High School Coaches Roundtable show. And we couldn't do it without Sandy's and without the participation of all the coaches and the players. And, it's become kind of a tradition now, which is awesome. And this year, we got a lot of teams coming out to visit with us, which, again, is just great. We appreciate it as we welcome Coach Flaherty and the Bensalem Owls, 2-1. You guys get set for Quakertown. But tell me about this last week's game as, you guys have gotten off to a good start this season.
Yeah. So, it's last week had a nice win against Abington over at the Graveyard.
Yeah.
It's 24-11. Defense played really well. Offense did some good things. There were certain things that we had to overcome. Some things we could control, some we couldn't. But these guys include among all of our other starters and guys who get reps, overcame a lot of adversity and continued to play hard, and it was enough to get it done.
Well, these are the Fighting Owls of Bensalem with us, 2-1 so far, and now you guys swing into league play, and you take on Quakertown in week 1 of league action, and I don't know, little extra energy as you guys have set yourselves up now with some momentum. What's the feeling like amongst the Owls in the locker room, on the sideline, when you talk to the players and interact with this squad?
Well, I think the guys are pretty confident. Players and coaches as well. It helps when you have good players, and it's even better when you have smart players too. These guys have started and played a lot of varsity snaps and a lot of varsity games. So they know what they're doing. A lot of times we feel like they're more on top of it than some of us, but can't speak for everybody, but it's a good group. We're excited about it, and we got a big test this week. They're a good team.
Well, now under Coach Houston, you guys see things developing year in and year out, and Bensalem starting to build stuff up. Big game against Quakertown. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for our Coaches Roundtable show.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start with Thomas because he's right next to me, and he's also number one. So alphabetical order as well.
Number one in your program, number one in your heart.
Oh, that's for darn sure. So Thomas Bailey, number one. He's played receiver for us. He's played running back. He punts. He plays corner too. Thomas I've gotten to coach him for the last 2 years. He's done a very, very good job for us. Love the energy and passion he plays with, and he's got good hands and good speed too as well. And then we have Joey Ott here, he's our starting center, junior. He's played. He's basically like we said with being smart. Any position he could roll out of bed, not even take a shower, just kind of know exactly what he's supposed to do every position, every single play. Just a thrill to coach, and
that's awesome.
It'll be a thrill for you to get to know him too.
All right, Thomas, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us. What do you think the key is for you guys to keep things going and get a win over a tough Quakertown team this week?
Just keep the hard work going, know the plays, know what you're doing, know the alignment, no more flags on the plays, nothing.
You guys get hurt with some penalties?
Yeah, a lot.
All right, so take me through your highlight play from this year. I mean, what kind of is one of the plays that is you keep replaying in your mind from 3 touchdowns?
I like my upper Darby punt return.
Yeah, little special teams magic in there.
I like it because nobody thought I was going to get the ball, so I knew that from the jump because nobody thought I was going to get the ball, so I just took it, saw the lane, and I took the hole, and I scored.
I mean, this year with these Owls, great start to the season. Must feel like everybody on this team is all working for the same goal, the same thing. Everybody's on the same page this year. Do you feel that?
Yes, I feel that.
Hey, how about your most favorite non-football athlete? We're asking everybody that tonight just to get to know the players here that join us for the Roundtable show. It says here you're a baseball guy.
I mean, I like baseball, but I'm not really thinking about playing it anymore.
No?
No.
How about your favorite non-football sports figure?
I mean, I like Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
That's the reason why I started playing. I watched him a lot.
Best swing in baseball history, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how about after Bensalem, what's next as far as future plans or what?
Well, I want to go to college and play football. I want to study kinesiology in the college. I don't know where I think about playing right now, but that's what I think.
That's great. That's great. Hopefully turn some heads, get some eyeballs on you, and get some opportunities at the next level. Good luck with whatever is down the road for you.
Thank you.
And thanks for being with us tonight. All right, Joey Ott on the show. Welcome on in. Move that microphone a little closer in so we make sure everybody hears you. All right, how's that run game developing?
I think we're doing good. I mean, a lot of our running backs are getting touchdowns. I mean, every play, our guys were fired up, pushing the pile. So, I mean, I think we're doing a good job up front. You can always do better, less penalties. That's killing us up front is what really is happening. Just a lot of offsides, false starts. I mean, that's where it was getting us now.
When that run game's clicking, really must be a point of pride for you offensive line guys. What about the chemistry as you work with, some new faces on that offensive line?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we had to adapt to the new people coming on the line, but I think a lot of our guys have chemistry on and off the field. Like I know me and all the running backs are close. Me and all the rest of the O-line we're real close on and off the field. So I think that helps. I mean, if one of our guys are messing up, I can be straight up honest with them. So I think that helps a lot.
That leadership element is big time. It seems like Bensalem is getting their fair share of explosive plays this season. I mean, that sometimes make a huge difference in the game. In last week's win, did you guys get a couple of big catches, big runs?
100%. The first play, Thomas took it to the house. The kick return touchdown. So, I mean, we got guys that all over the field that people don't even know about. Like, we have a lot of receivers people don't even know about that we can make plays if we get the ball in their hands. But I think we have a lot of talent. I mean, probably the best running back in the state. So, I mean, that helps a lot. So, I think we're doing pretty good.
Big things in front of this Bensalem team, but this Quakertown team is no joke, so you guys got to bring your A game this week. How about your favorite non-football athlete?
I don't really watch a lot of other sports besides football, but, I mean, I love Tyrese Maxey. He's a great basketball player on the Sixers. So.
Yeah, that works. That works. Little Tyrese.
Yeah.
All right, how about after Bensalem? You're a junior this year, so you got a little bit of time to think about all of that stuff. You're starting to formulate future plans, hoping that maybe you get to play football at the next level?
I definitely want to play football in college, be an athletic trainer when I'm older. So I think I have a lot of, playing
You guys
football,
have a lot in common then, kind of kinesiology, trainer.
Yeah, playing football in college is definitely my main goal right now.
So 9 pancake blocks for Joey.
Yes, sir.
So when you look back at film study, were there some pleasant surprises in there for you, and kind of got some recognition from your teammates, from your coach, because they don't always see what you're doing?
Yes, sir. So I think our O-line is the most overlooked position in football. So I mean, watching that film, seeing the guy move a guy against his will, getting a pancake, I mean, it's a great feeling.
Get a little credit there.
Yeah.
Everybody get a little love from your team.
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck to the Bensalem Owls as they look to move on, go 3-1 this week. They'll take on the Quakertown Panthers. Thanks, guys, for joining us for our Coaches Roundtable show. All right, we're going to take a break, return. We got Council Rock North and Council Rock South coming up in just a moment.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich. Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast.
WBCB, we've got Council Rock North with us. A brutal pre-league schedule for the Indians, and now they get to swing into league play, looking for their first win against Upper Dublin. We got head coach Brandon Garrett with us. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us and giving up a little bit of time. So tell us about some opportunities that this team has this week to get their first win of the season.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, our non-league, being in the middle division and playing our crossover games against good teams like Neshaminy, good teams like Central Bucks East, it's a grind. That first week and then the two following. So going into our league play this year, we have Upper Dublin and Truman back-to-back games. We've had a really good week of practice. The guys are starting to get that confidence back after two really, really tough losses, and we feel good going into Friday.
Council Rock years ago, one school and a bigger school, now split into two different schools. You guys have that sibling rivalry going to meet on the last regular season game, Council Rock North, Council Rock South, the Civil War. That's always great drama as the season builds up to that. But you guys, because with the school split, do you feel like you guys have been properly classified when it comes to high school athletic? They're kind of, you guys have a big school reputation, but not a big school student body necessarily anymore. Is that?
Yeah, I think in the early years of the split, Council Rock North was still that team, and they were still, competing in the sports that they were competing in. And right. I think as you've seen the last, maybe 10 years, it's kind of switched a little bit. And you have to give credit to Council Rock South with what they're doing and the way they're promoting their sports and the coaches that they're hiring. They're doing a great job, and we are also doing a good job here at North for, the resources that we have. But you're right, it is different. It's split. We do feel like we're caught in between a rock and a hard place at times because we are 6A, but we are also one of the smallest 6A schools in District 1. So sometimes it's tough to kind of counteract those two things.
So game plan-wise, Upper Dublin this week, what do you see, Coach, opportunities for your team?
Yeah, we return a lot of guys from our team last year. I know they lost a lot of guys from last year. They're very, very well coached, and they're very well disciplined. So by no means is it going to be a game that we're going to walk in and say, hey, we're going to dominate this game. But with our experience and maybe the lack of experience that they have in certain spots, maybe we can kind of take advantage of that. But our guys have to go out there and stick to the game plan and play hard.
A couple of hungry 0-3 teams going at it this week. Coach, tell us who you brought with you for our roundtable show tonight.
To my right here is our left tackle, Chris Blaine. He's also one of our captains. He's a 2-year starter. And to his right is Chris Bachman, who is a defensive lineman for us. He is also a senior, did not play football last year, and came out his senior year to play.
Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here on the show. Chris, tell me a little bit about what you're hearing from your coaches, about what you guys can do to get a big win this week.
Yeah, I think this week it's going to be us trying to keep the pressure on them. I feel like, the last 3 weeks, we haven't really kept the pressure. We've been playing halves, so I think this week we're going to focus on playing, a full game and just trying to keep the pressure on them on offense and defense.
The first few games got away from you, but if you can get a good start, you guys are going to be right in this one. How about after Council Rock North, future plans? What do you see down the road for yourself?
After high school football, I want to try and play in college. I got my first offer a couple weeks ago.
Great.
So,
congratulations.
Thank you.
So can you share a little bit more? We got breaking news here on the Coaches Roundtable show.
Yeah, it's from Culver Stockton over in Missouri.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so tell us a little bit about your highlight this season. I don't know if it would be like a pancake block or opportunity maybe to have a big tackle for loss. Was there one moment that really stands out?
I've had a lot of pancakes this season. I think one maybe during the scrimmage, I had a pretty good double team with our left guard.
Coach is jumping in here.
I think I can jump in there. We threw an interception against Upper Moreland, and he made the tackle about 35 yards down the field. He ran down and made a tackle. So I thought that was pretty impressive for as big as he is to move like that and go save a touchdown.
Well,
How'd you forget about that?
Well, it's about hard work and staying out there, and we like to credit the young men that join us here on the show with the sacrifices that they put together for that are required to be part of a high school football team. What are some of the most enjoyable parts of being part of this squad?
I think it's just, the team atmosphere, being a part of a team that, you can count on the people you're around.
All right, how about your favorite non-football athlete? I'm asking all the players so we get to know them a little bit more, find out kind of their favorite sports, their favorite guys.
And non-football, probably Michael Jordan. He was, yeah.
Well, you can't go wrong with the GOAT.
Yeah.
Nope.
Jordan. All right, well, good luck this week against Upper Dublin. And, again, thanks for being with us tonight for the rounds. We got a bunch of Chris's up here as we go from Chris to Chris. Welcome to the show. Tell me a little bit about your highlight from this season, a certain play, a certain moment that stands out for you.
I don't really have one play like specific, but I guess I go with the CBE's tackle I had that I chased him down a little bit. I guess that would be the one I would say.
Well, the big moment is going to come when you guys get your first win. What's the key this week against Upper Dublin in order to get that happening?
Bring effort every play. Go 100% every play. Make sure we're locked in the game. Do your assignment and trust your teammates that they're going to do what they do.
When you guys look back at film study, are there any surprises or were there any moments where you played better than you thought you had, or kind of maybe there was something that came up in film study that wasn't that great that you guys have to clean up?
There will be plays where I'm chasing down a guy, and I think in film I should have been diving on him trying to get that tackle, but in game I thought I was too far away.
All right, so what's the most enjoyable part about being part of this team and giving your time up playing this sport?
I like being out there with all my friends, just like going out there, doing the sport, just having fun, hitting people.
It's kind of a new thing for you this season. What's that been like? A little steep learning curve?
I played freshman, 7th, and 8th grade year, and then I quit, and then I came back this year because I kind of missed just, playing the sport, and it's been pretty fun since I've been back.
All right, I'm losing track of things. I don't think I asked you your favorite non-football athlete.
I'm going to have to go Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hey, the dream. The dream. It's great. We get to know the players here, get a little insight into the high school football programs. We check back on last week's game, preview next week's game. Thanks to the Council Rock North Indians for being with us as they look for a big win over Upper Dublin this week. All right, thanks to head coach Brandon Garrett. And we will talk to the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. They got a huge win over the Pennsbury Falcons, 20-6 in Week 3 action. And we bring them up here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the High School Coaches Roundtable show. And we got Council Rock South. We'll also talk to Neshaminy, Pennsbury, and we've got Egan and Bristol with us. Golden Hawks with a 20-6 win over the Falcons. And they look to move on this week. And this game that Council Rock South is playing could even have like league championship kind of implications as they play Cheltenham. Welcome to the Golden Hawks, Coach Dave and the players. We need one more seat for these guys. Oh yeah, there's a high top right back there. All right, so before we get going, talking about Golden Hawk football, it's great. Sandy's kind of capturing the moments. Look at the birdie over here as we smile for the camera from Sandy's Beef and Ale. All right, so tell me, Coach Dave, how you guys got it done against the Pennsbury Falcons. Big win for you guys. Congratulations as the Golden Hawks move to 2-1.
Yeah, we played good complementary football with the offensive defense. Defense didn't give up any points until I think there was about 4 minutes left in the game. Offensively, we had a couple of tough drives to start the game, and then we scored two times in a row, and we got up 20-0 right before the half. So we scored 1 passing, 2 rushing. So again, we just mixed it up, throwing the ball and running the ball, and I feel like we just kept them off balance a little bit and again, our defense set us up in some really nice positions.
You're talking about that complementary football between the offensive side, defensive side of the football, but you guys also complementary play on the offensive side of the football where the run wasn't going too much. You guys got the pass moving and everything opened up for that Golden Hawk attack. What do you see about from Cheltenham? An impressive win over Neshaminy. We'll talk to the Redskins later on in the show, but you must have looked at that game. What stood out? Cheltenham's speed, I think, was one of the things that was a big deciding factor.
Yeah, no, it stands out on film. Defensively, we're going to have their hands full with some of their athletes and their big plays. They definitely have 1 and 2 play drives where they go 60 yards very quickly. Offensively, Neshaminy kind of struggled in the first half last week, and then they scored some points in the second half.
Yeah.
So offensively, we're hoping to put some points on the board, and again, keeping them off balance. We've been pretty consistent when the running game isn't going well, of making some big plays in the passing game, and then that opens it up more for the running game moving forward.
Well, Coach, thanks for being with us tonight.
Yep.
Tell us who you brought with you for the roundtable.
To my right is Owen Oakhill. He's a little bit do everything, plays receiver, punt return, kickoff return, holds the ball, runs down on punt. So big special teams guy and plays receiver for us. Next to him is Pat Malone. He's our starting cornerback. And next to him is Owen Capaldi. He's defensive end. All 3 are seniors. All 3 have been in the program all 4 years. Yep. So just guys who really know what they're doing and have been around for a while.
All right, 2 Owens and a Pat
Yeah,
here
2
from
Owens and a
Council
Pat.
Rock South. We start with Owen Oakhill. Thanks for being with us for the show. What are you hearing from your coaches? What are you guys doing well? What do you need to continue to capitalize on to go 3-1 this week?
Big thing for us was Big thing for us was staying hydrated. Last year against Cheltenham, we had a couple guys, including myself, go down with cramps. So a big thing they were preaching to us was staying hydrated, making the right decisions days leading into the game. Eat right, get your water in, get your electrolytes, all that stuff. And big watching film this week. A lot of, like Coach Dave said, a lot of athletes on their team. So yeah.
Get to bed early, get a little shut-eye, get
definitely.
that rest in and stuff. How about what's the most important part of being part of this squad? You guys have had a great start to this season already. Must be fun.
Yeah, definitely. It's the most fun I've ever had. And I think the best thing we do is we kind of put our trust in each other. You got to trust the next guy next to you to make their play. So kind of complement each other, complementary football, like we said earlier.
You have any game day rituals, things that you like to do to get you hyped up, ready for kickoff?
Not necessarily. I don't know about some of the other guys, but not for me. No, just kind of, music. I think that's a big thing in our locker room. But, yeah.
Any superstitions or
not really?
The same socks or any stuff like that?
Not for me.
Just get out there and ready
Definitely,
to rock and roll.
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck this week. How about your favorite non-football athlete? We're asking everybody
Favorite
here.
non-football
Yeah, we
athlete.
get to know the players here for our roundtable show.
I'm going to go Allen Iverson.
Hey, AI in the mix. Got a lot of basketball players.
Must be watching a lot of YouTube. I don't think he was around when he actually played.
Yeah, a little bit. But.
Go back, watch those highlights.
Definitely.
That's awesome. AI. And you also play baseball?
I do, yes.
Tell me a little bit about how that works out between the 2 programs and how one maybe benefits the other.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they both kind of work in the same way. A lot of, I play receiver, so tracking the ball. I'm an outfielder in baseball. You know, balls goes up. Ball doesn't touch the ground. Receiver, don't drop a pass. Ball don't drop in the outfield.
Right,
no
right.
fly zone.
How about a highlight, any particular play or particular moment stick out from your season so far?
My favorite play, I think, was in our first game against Frankfurt. I'm the holder, so we kind of had a fake field goal, and I got to run that ball, and that was pretty fun. Well,
Was it a designed play?
Not necessarily.
It was a breakdown.
Yeah, kind of.
And you made the most of it. That's pretty good. Oh, well, thanks for being here on the show. Good luck this week against Cheltenham as we turn to your teammate, Pat. Welcome on in. So tell me about what you've been enjoying the most this season about being part of this Golden Hawk team.
Just playing football. I just love being out there playing with my teammates.
So this last game against Pennsbury, things kind of started slow for you guys, but you stuck with it. What was that like on the sidelines as you guys didn't quite get off to the start maybe you were looking for, but slowly you guys started to gain momentum in that game?
Yeah, we just got to trust in the stuff we do. We know it works, so just keep running it, keep doing it, and trust that it will work.
Were there anything that you saw in film study or in the breakdowns where, I don't know, you played a little bit better than you thought, some plays that stood out?
Yeah, well, we know they don't pass a lot of Pennsbury, so just like in the run support, helping out.
Guys stopping that run, big key to that win, and a late touchdown for Pennsbury, but you guys able to control that game as you guys look to move on. And what's the key to the next win?
Everybody do their job, rally to the football, and yeah, basically that's it.
Any specific challenges that Cheltenham is going to pose for you guys?
Well, their big play ability, we know that they can do that, and just like the athletes they have. But so, if everybody does their job, we should be good.
All right, Pat. How about your favorite non-football athlete?
I would say Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting it's like all hoopsters.
Well, there's a reason for that. You want to tell them why, Pat?
My uncle used to be the coach of the Nuggets.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great connection.
Yeah.
That is super cool. But don't you? What about Jokic?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
All right, well, Pat, thank you for being part of the show. Good luck this week against Cheltenham, as we have Owen Capaldi also with us. Welcome on in. Tell me about your season so far. Any particular plays that stand out when you look back at the 2 wins that you guys picked up?
Oh, it's definitely been an exciting year. I think a big play for me against North Penn, I had a couple tackles that game, called pressure, so that game against North Penn was definitely exciting. And then same with Pennsbury, just getting in, making tackles, doing your job, making plays where you can.
All right, maybe your biggest challenge coming up this week against Cheltenham. What's the key against this speedy team in order for you guys to get the win? I guess like Coach was saying, you got to stay to that complementary football.
Yep. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of athletes, but I know, especially our defensive ends, we have a lot of talent, should be able to break down their offensive line, get to the quarterback, not let them make those big plays.
Yeah, they give us some notes on the players that join us. I mentioned Owen is a baseball player. Pat plays some basketball and lacrosse. Capaldi is a farmer.
Yeah. Yeah, my family owns a farm, so definitely helps with my conditioning. For sure, so makes me. I'm ready to play all year round, pretty much. So definitely helps.
What kind of stuff do you guys grow? Like Jersey tomatoes?
Yeah, a lot of corn for sure. A lot of corn, a lot of soybeans, but yeah, it's good stuff.
All right, how about your favorite non-football athlete? Who do you like to watch highlights and?
I think it's going to be a duo. I think going back to Miami, D. Wade and LeBron. I think that's some of the most entertaining basketball I've ever watched.
Yeah. All right, that's a good answer. Getting great answers from these guys as we get to meet the players, talk about some high school football stuff on WBCB. Any game day rituals or any kind of superstitions, things that get you hyped up and ready to go for kickoff?
Yeah, I listen to the probably the two same songs every single time when I'm driving over to the school. So I keep with my same music. Definitely music. Music's a big thing for me.
I mean, you got to let us know, like what's the playlist?
Oh boy, it's definitely I'm a Boss and Wins and Losses by Meek Mill.
All right. All right, guys, thank you so much for being part of the show. The Council Rock South Golden Hawks looking forward to a big game against Cheltenham this week. We're going to step aside, take care of a couple of quick messages on WBCB, and return to Sandy's Beef and Ale. Coming up next, we got Neshaminy and Pennsbury joining us on the Roundtable Show.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
We now return to Sandy's.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale, High School Coaches Roundtable Show on WBCB. We got the Phillies on, talking high school football, having a good time as we're now joined by the Neshaminy Redskins, 2-1 so far on this season, and it's going to be a clash of titans as they get ready to do battle with North Penn this week. We got that game for you on WBCB. Coach, tell us a little bit about the Cheltenham game. You guys didn't quite get off to the start you were looking for, and it seemed like you never were able to make up for that ground. You kind of put yourselves in a hole and weren't able to dig yourselves out.
Yeah, we kind of dug ourselves into a hole early on with too many mistakes on both sides of the ball. But I tell you what, our kids are so resilient. You know, we were down 25-6 at one point, and we just kept battling and playing as hard as we could. And, you know, we had opportunities at the end of the game to win that football game.
Yeah.
It didn't go our way, but you know, we're so proud of how hard we played, showing so much resolve, and you know, telling the kids you got to play all four quarters. And you know, we're going to pride ourselves on being a fourth quarter team, and the weight room and the work that these guys put in. And you could start to see that shift in the fourth quarter. We just had a few opportunities that we just didn't cash in on, but the effort was outstanding. Didn't go our way, but we turned the page, and we'll be ready for this week.
A fourth quarter team, Coach Felix, is that also kind of how you see a season developing, where each week you guys are getting better and you're hoping that you guys are going to be a fourth quarter team, like the part of the schedule, the back end of the schedule, you guys are playing your best football?
And especially in this league. You know, the two things you have to do is run the football and you have to stop the run. And those are two things in the fourth quarter you see. You know, we have an opportunity to close the game out. We need to be able to run the ball, get some first downs. But also, on the other hand, we're going to be able to stop the run, get the team off the field, third down, and give our offensive ball back. But, yeah, it's very important for us.
I mean, were there some things run game defense-wise that you saw in that Cheltenham game that you guys are cleaning up and looking at?
It was just a few things. You know, we didn't tackle very well, and that's something that we addressed this week. And, you know, we had guys in position to make plays.
Right.
And, you know, like I said, the effort was there. You know, credit to Cheltenham. They had a great game plan coming into it. We knew that they weren't an 0-2 football team. You know, they're a very good football team. They played two very tough teams to open up the season. And, you know, hats off to them. They played a good game.
How about the North Penn Knights? What are you guys expecting from them, and what are some opportunities that you guys can take advantage of?
You know, obviously they're a great program. They're well coached, and you know, they do some things on both sides of the ball that present some problems. But, you know, we feel like we do some really good things on both sides of the ball as well. And, you know, they're going to do what they do. They have a few good players on the perimeter at running back. You know, number 29, number 1, those guys are very special athletes. They're good up front. They're sound. But, you know, same thing with us. You know, I feel like it's a really good matchup. You know, being at home is going to be nice again. But, you know, games like this is why you want to play high school football. It's why you want to coach high school football. So, you know, we've had a good week of practice, and we'll be ready for Friday.
Well, we are looking forward to it on WBCB. Our game of the week, Neshaminy taking on North Penn. Coach Felix, tell us who you brought with you for the Roundtable show.
Brought Milo Makes and Riley Durnan. These guys are, you know, done a great job anchoring our offensive line. But, you know, Milo also plays in the middle on defense. But, you know, great kids. You know, when the program changed hands, they were two players that I kind of had my eye on. And I just liked how they worked. You know, that they went to work. They rolled up their sleeves. You know, they do everything you ask them to do. They're great kids. They love Neshaminy football. And I know Friday night they're going to be ready to play.
Milo, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us. Any game day rituals as you guys get ready to take on North Penn? Things that get you ready to go, ready for action?
Yeah, I always have my special drink. It's like 25 ounces of coconut water, some liquid IV, some creatine, some salt, and water. And it gets me ready every single Friday.
Get you hydrated, get the little electrolytes going in there. How about your highlight from this season, or your favorite moment that you guys have had?
Definitely beating Emmaus. We came into that game, we knew they were a good football team, and just beating them just felt like pummeling them 30-0 just felt amazing. And we hope we can continue doing that to teams in the future.
All right, so how do you bounce back and get that going against North Penn? A quick start would be big for this team because that was one of the issues against Cheltenham.
We've really been focusing on starting quicker, especially like during practice. We've been doing a lot more like up-tempo, good on good, everything like that. And we just need to focus on this week. We can't focus on the past because we can't change it, but we need to focus on winning this week.
How about your favorite non-football athlete? We get to meet all the players, the coaches, and today a little insight into the guys with that question.
I would say Happy Gilmore. I love both the movies. Really good movies. Really good person.
So I should watch Happy Gilmore too. I don't know what I'm waiting for.
You haven't watched it
No,
yet?
no.
You have to watch it.
Okay. I got to check that out. Favorite athlete, Happy Gilmore. I wasn't expecting that one. How about in the film study breakdown? You get a little extra, I don't know, a little credit for what you guys do in the trenches and from your teammates and everything. Get to kind of your coaches show out, look how these guys moved this line of scrimmage on this play.
Yeah, sometimes, but definitely sometimes we're undervalued, but sometimes we're praised a lot. But our quarterback loves us. He treats us often, especially when we have a really good game. Same with our running back as well.
Miley, a sack this season. How did you get to the quarterback? What was that? Take us through that play.
Well, I had one of my ends. He came, he collapsed the pocket from the left, and I'm working on a double team because I'm playing nose, so I get double teamed on the pass. I rip out to the right, and then he's right in my lap, and I sack him.
Nice, nice. Well, good luck this week against North Penn as Neshaminy looks to go 3-1, and a big league game coming up for the Redskins. Got it for you on WBCB as we turn to Riley Durnan. Welcome to the show, Riley. Tell us about what's been the most enjoyable part about being part of this Redskin team, being part of Neshaminy football this season.
I'd have to agree with Milo about the win over Emmaus. The team, we took them in overtime last year.
Right.
Big game, and ever since then, the whole offseason, we heard some of their players that were returning. They were talking, saying this is a revenge game. It's going to be different at home, and just being able to make them shut up for once about it felt great. 30-0, be able to say good game at the end of the game, look them in the eye, know that we beat them for 4 quarters. It was a great moment.
All right, you guys need to get a bounce back this week against North Penn. What's the key to this week's game?
I think we just need to focus on the fundamentals more. Like, I've taken a lot of time with the O-line coach. I only play offense, so I've taken a lot of time with the O-line coach just one-on-one. We've been going through just regular steps over and over again throughout practice. We've talked about what different looks we're going to see and just really preparing for the D-line, picking up any linebackers, any blitzes.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the responsibilities for an offensive lineman. It's not just the guy that's in front of you that you're trying to block. There's a whole bunch of different things that you got to keep in mind. And I don't know, do you pull and kind of move or sometimes trap guys?
Well, we have a more athletic left tackle, I'd say, but I was allowed to pull a couple times last week, and I make the most of it that I can, but besides that, we got a lot of responsibilities off the edge, especially at tackle, having to see people coming off the edge, corner, safety, linebacker. So always just have to keep my eyes up, watch for the blitz. And
it must be fun, though, getting out into space, though, and targeting a little guy.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best parts of those plays, blowing somebody up.
I got the corner. I knocked him back about 15 yards, I say, and then another corner comes from across the side of the field.
15 yards.
Wow. Blindsides me, hits me to the ground. I roll back on top of him, and the ref is getting on me about it. I have to help him up, make sure no flag gets thrown or anything. But
that sounds like something out of Happy Gilmore, the football movie, right there. Well, Riley, game day rituals, any superstitions? What gets you going, ready for kickoff?
I mean, I just like to put my AirPods in, cancel all the noise out, just get my mind right before the game. I'm not into all that, like, getting hype and everything pregame. I like to just calm down, visualize what my job is, and just get it done.
How about your favorite non-football athlete?
Favorite athlete, I'd have to say LeBron James.
All right. LBJ. Getting a lot of basketball players and one Happy Gilmore mixed in here on our high school coaches roundtable show. Big thanks to the Neshaminy Redskins. We got their game as they'll take on North Penn this week and look for a Week 4 win to go 3-1 on the season. Coach Fearless, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
All right, Neshaminy here with us at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous hand-carved sandwich. They put together a special menu for our high school coaches roundtable guests as we're going to bring up the Pennsbury Falcons now. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, Sandy's is great. They got a great spot for Phillies baseball as we start to think about postseason play and all the NFL action here at Sandy's, and a great spot for Penn State football. Yeah, drop that down. Give a look over here to Michelle. Yeah, we are ready to go, Coach Stout, but we have to get our pre-interview snapshot.
There you go.
Falcons needing a bounce back and needing their first win of the season against Penridge. Coach Stout, tell us a little bit about the fourth quarter of this last game. You guys had a long, extended drive, got the football in the end zone. You guys were able to ground and pound, but it was late in that game. But I imagine you guys looked back at that drive, and although not getting the results you're looking for, there was something in that sequence which was something to build off of.
Yeah, absolutely. So they were pretty, they meaning the coaches, pretty excited about the improvement and a lot of good things happening. So things were starting to come together. We have personnel changes here and there, and they were pretty inspired that, if we can continue that this week. But you pretty much said it yourself. It took a long time.
Yeah.
And things were coming together. We held on to the ball, which is, paramount. And so they were excited once they looked at the film and analyzed everything. And so help us get ready for this week.
Like Neshaminy, you guys just got yourselves in too deep a hole to get out of against that team. Penridge 3-0, but it seems like it's a game that you guys need. You're a hungrier team. I don't know, when you look at that breakdown and you look at the game plan for Penridge, anything that Pennsbury is going to do different? I mean,
Well, actually, I just talked to Nick Saban last night, and I asked him for his top 6 plays, and he said, "Good luck, Coach." So, no, actually, we're just trying to get to where we need to be, so we can run the ball and have the ball control that we're used to. And this gentleman over here, he's been filling me in a little bit more, but. Yeah, so nothing big, nothing except for to go out there and execute.
All right, Coach, let us know who you got with you tonight for the show.
Well, this gentleman, he's not 6'7", 290, but he plays like it. Spencer Grimm is our center, and I've known him really well for the last 3 years, and we talk football. He watches college football. He loves football, and playing the center position, he's basically leading the line. He really knows what he's doing out there, and he's strong. He knows how to get underneath guys. He plays against some pretty big fellas out there. So, but he doesn't go backwards. He pushes the guys. He makes his blocks. And, again, he knows what he's doing, which is really important. And so I'm happy to have Spencer here tonight, and we're celebrating his success so far this year.
Yeah, we get to credit the guys who join us here for the Roundtable show. Spencer, welcome on in. Tell us about what you think you guys need to do to get a win over Penridge this season. I mean, you're right in the middle of that ground and pound kind of approach. You guys need to move the line of scrimmage.
I think we just have to do what we do. We have to execute the run well, not fumble, play good defense, and it all starts up front. So if we can have a successful game, which we've shown that we can do that against Northampton in the first half, and even the second half against Rock South. So we can definitely do it. We just have to put the pieces together and execute.
Our first time having Spencer join us on the High School Coaches Roundtable show. Last year, you suffered an injury, and you kind of played through some of that. I think won some fans and some respect from your teammates because you played through some pain. Well, you had like a broken arm?
Yeah, I think it was the first play of the second half. I broke my arm, and was able to play through that. So, and then I was out for the year. But, yeah, I definitely got a lot of respect from my teammates. But
has that kind of put you in a leadership? Like people look to you now?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
For that toughness and making sure nobody's taking any shortcuts?
Yeah. I'd like to call myself a leader on the O-line, and just like I feel like I know the plays to a certain point, so I can help all the guys around me. But, yeah, it's just known, like it's not said, but it's known that, like, I'm one of the tougher guys on this team. And
as you played more, you feel like you get a better grasp of where everybody's supposed to be and what everybody's supposed to be doing, and so you kind of can communicate that not just from your offensive line group but other player positions and give a little bit of help to some guys who might not know exactly where they're going.
Yeah, 100%. I can tell based off like where I'm at if the play did well or not. Like we have a couple new guys this year too, so I've been walking them through what to do because I actually started the year off playing guard, and then quickly before Northampton they moved me back to center, which I knew well. So it's good that because the kid that was at tackle, he struggled with learning guard, so I helped him a lot through that. And it's just knowing most of the positions on the line is very helpful, and I can help the guys learn that because we do have, I think, 2 new starters this year. So, yeah, that's good.
So Pennsbury getting set to take on Penridge. We got that game on WBCB, and we get to talk to the players, the coaches. But one of the things we highlight here on the Roundtable show is Challenger football. And I saw a Facebook post. I think they weren't able to get week 1 in because of some rain and stuff like that. But Spencer volunteers his time with Challenger football, where local high school football players help special needs athletes play the game. How long have you been? Do you do that last year and kind of continuing that this season?
Well, I started off the year doing it, but then after my arm broke.
Injury.
Yeah, but I did do it throughout my sophomore year, so yeah.
So what's that experience like? Do you work with the same athlete that you did as your sophomore year? You got somebody new that you're working with this season?
This year I don't know my buddy yet because week 1 got canceled, but last year it was someone else because the kid from my sophomore year that I worked with wasn't there last year.
Gotcha.
So it was someone new, which sucked, but it was fun to play some football with him.
It's a great way to give back, and you guys get together on Sundays and over at Neshaminy. And how's that? They're welcoming there to
it's honestly
the visitors?
Like we don't like
no friction.
No, not at all. Like it's about the kids, not about us. So, and I think that's pretty clear. So we don't really get into the rivalry there, but it's like kind of known. Like that's Pennsbury and that's Neshaminy.
All right, well, good luck this week against Penridge. Looking forward to the game on WBCB. Thanks so much to Spencer Grimm, to Coach Stout for being with us here for our High School Coaches Roundtable show. We're going to step aside again, and we got 3 more teams. Truman is in the house, so we got Truman, Egan, and Bristol all to get to, as we got a long show going on tonight, but a lot of high school football to talk about here on WBCB.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to our high school coaches roundtable show. We're here from Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous hand-carved sandwich. And we got Conwell-Egan Catholic with us now on our high school coaches roundtable show. Coach Jenkinson with a couple of players. Tough game against Abraham Lincoln. You guys knew you were in for a battle this past week, and now you get set for West Catholic, some PCL League action. What's the state of the team now as you guys get ready to swing into league play, Coach?
I think the state of the team is we're focused and we're dialed in. We had 3 really tough, what we call preseason games for us before the league, and we handled 2 of them. Last week we got beat up a little bit. We knew we were in for a battle, but we made mistakes. I mean, they played really well, Lincoln did, but we made too many mistakes, too many penalties. We talked about it before the game of trying to play penalty-free football, and for some reason that translated to more penalties for us. So it was, losing is never fun, and I think these kids have kind of refocused a little bit, and we're going to be ready for West Catholic come Saturday. So
yeah, loss can be motivating. So you're feeling that energy during practice this week as you guys get ready for West Catholic. Anything game plan wise, you can let us know what you expect from the team you're playing?
We know each other pretty well. They're throwing the ball a little bit more this year than they have in the past. So we've got a couple different blitz packages for them to kind of take them off their game, hopefully. And then, on our side of the ball, it's going to come down to we've got to control the football. We've got to move the sticks on the ground, and if we can do that and let my guys on the defensive side take a break and play about every 7 or 8 minutes, and all we got to do is score 1 more point than them. So
get that complementary football between the offense and the defense going. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the roundtable show.
Yeah, we have our junior quarterback who wants to play defense all the time. He's always in my ears, but he's pretty important to our team. So he's our quarterback, Aubrey Kimbrough, and then we have a senior next to him who has really, for me, has just been a joy to coach. I didn't, coming back after 2 years, haven't had a chance to really coach him. And he plays linebacker for us, Jake Stout, but he's a fantastic wrestler at the school. And he's been one of the kind of stalwarts for me out in the field there.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us. Aubrey, tell us about the Rail Splitters game, Abraham Lincoln, a tough team. When you look back at that game, what do you guys need to clean up in order to get a win against West Catholic?
I mean, definitely it was like a tough game. We had a lot of penalties. I feel like if we just clean up on the offensive side of the ball and let the defense do their thing, I feel like we were able to score points. We just had a lot of drive killers, so I feel like we eliminate the mistakes, and I feel like we could have had a better game.
I mean, was there something to what Coach was saying? He said maybe penalties were kind of on your mind, and that triggered you guys to have more penalties?
Yeah, we had probably like 6 or 7 penalties. We just can't have those.
So, Aubrey, how about your favorite non-football athlete? Asking all the players with us tonight as we get to know our high school players, joined by the coaches.
My favorite
non-football guy.
I'll probably go Kevin Garnett.
It's all basketball guys.
Yeah, I like Kevin Garnett. I like the way he play.
I mean, you kind of model some things in your game off of him?
Yeah, I would say so.
This year...
Probably the fact that he talks too much. That's what he's modeling. So, yeah.
This year, really focusing on the quarterback side. Like in past seasons, were you playing more defense? Were you playing both sides a little bit more frequently?
I played a little bit. I just like being on the field. That's about it.
How about your favorite highlight, your favorite moment from this season so far? If you can look back at a single play or a victory or the celebration after a big win.
I don't know. There's a lot of big plays for me. Probably I threw a deep play action shot against Northeast to one of my receivers. So I feel like it was like a big momentum shift. We kind of weren't driving the ball well, and then we did that, and then we put them up another touchdown. So. Like
How
that
about
was good.
game day rituals for you? Anything that gets you sparked for action, gets you ready to go?
Me, nah, just like the rally behind my linemen, get them all excited because that's how we're gonna win the game.
Those guys get the movement for you, win that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys get some big wins. Good luck this week against West Catholic. As we turn to Jacob Stout, welcome on in.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your best moments this season so far.
My best moments, I don't know, just like I got like a nice sack like in the season. I know that's one of my favorite times. Just like it was just right in the moment, and I felt I was totally in the game at that time, right there, and then had a nice few good tackles here and there. So.
Coach was crediting your work ethic. Is that something that you feel kind of comes naturally for you?
I mean, like throughout all the sports that I've played, like it's very like demanding, and it keeps you like in a good mindset, and I feel like that's raised me well throughout my life.
Yeah, that's part of what being an athlete is about, is putting out your best and giving 100% in each different scenario and stuff. How about game day rituals for you? Anything that gets you going? Guys talking about listening to music, and one guy had his coconut water going.
Yeah, I'm not a big like music before the game.
You coconut water guy?
No. It's probably more of a more odd one. I got
I'd say so.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just as soon as I start taping my wrists and my hands, it's like it just puts me in the mood just ready to hit some people, and start to play football.
I mean, Brian Dawkins, famously would talk about flipping a switch when he would take the field. Is that kind of your mindset too, where
it's like
normally a mild-mannered, nice guy, but not on a Friday night?
Yeah. I mean, it's just as soon as I start wrapping it up, it's just puts me in the good mindset.
How about your favorite non-football athlete?
Yeah, I'd probably go with Spencer Lee. He's wrestler for Iowa.
Okay.
He's got love his mindset and everything. So
that's the first collegiate wrestler that we've had on the show.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your high school wrestling season already. I mean, you must that must be a focus for you.
Yeah, I mean it's a focus. Not right now, gotta keep my mind on football.
Right.
But wrestling, it's my love it.
Able to use your leverage on the football field a little bit, use some of that wrestling stuff.
Yeah, go right for a takedown. I got to keep that in mind.
All right, well, guys, thank you for being with us tonight for the show. Good luck against West Catholic as we get to meet the Conwell-Egan Catholic Eagles tonight on the Roundtable show.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you.
we'll let you guys go as we got the Truman Tigers in the house tonight. We're here from Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous hand-carved sandwich. Great menu. Loving the roast beef. Got the turkey last week. All right, so we got the Truman Tigers and Bristol Warriors as Truman looking for their first win. Opportunity this week against Souderton. All right, come on down. Welcome on in, Coach. Welcome, guys. Yeah, Souderton here for Truman coming up as we got Coach McCardle with us. All right, before we chit-chat, guys, let's look over here, get a quick snapshot. We got to capture the memory here at Sandy's Beef and Ale. All right, Coach, what's the key for you guys to get your first win of the season? What are some opportunities that might be in front of you this week with this Souderton game?
Yeah, so to get our first win, we got to, really stop hurting ourselves. We've had some opportunities this year, haven't capitalized on those opportunities. So the first thing we got to do is not turn the ball over, not hurt ourselves, and not give up big plays.
All right, well, welcome on into the show. Appreciate your guys being with us here tonight. What's the brand of football that you would say is Truman Tiger football?
Well, what we want it to be, we want it to be tough football.
Yeah.
We want to be an effort program that's physical. Running to the football, blocking, being physical, playing the right way, making plays on special teams. That's what the brand we're working to develop.
Right.
We're not there yet, but that's what I hope that you, when you think of Truman in the future, that's what you think of. Playing good defense, complementary football, and being exciting in the kicking game.
All right, as you guys look back at some of the film and break down these first few games, what are some positives? Where are you guys? Where can you build? And you got to look for some of the silver lining around some of the clouds.
Well, first thing is we're past the point of moral victories already. We don't believe in that stuff, and we don't all get a trophy over at Truman. We don't do that stuff. But I guess the positives will be that these kids show up every day. We're changing the culture. These kids already have changed the culture. That's number one. They show up every day, which wasn't always the case here. They come to work. They play hard. You know, we're 0-3, but I'd really say we've had 3 bad quarters. Like,
gotcha.
we've played pretty well at times. We just need to get more consistent. That's what we need to do.
Right. And
those
few quarters get out of
yes,
make everything look
make it
out
a
of
long
proportion,
night.
disproportionate.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight here as these guys get ready for a matchup against Souderton this week.
Sure. We got 2 seniors with us. We have Gavin Stone, who plays running back and linebacker for us on a bunch of special teams, and we have Lincoln Goldie, who is a center, defensive lineman, and a long snapper for us. Both seniors, both great guys.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. Gavin,
Thank you.
tell us a little bit about what the fun factor is, like the enjoyable part about being part of this team with your teammates and putting in the work here with the football. Yeah,
My bad.
Yeah, no.
It's just a brotherhood.
Right.
Like, we just come in, we're all, like, zero bad blood. We come in, we have fun, and we just come to work every single day. And I think that's always a good time.
Is part of it too your love of the sport? Like, you gotta. I don't know if you have to be a football fan, but you have to enjoy the practicing and the grind in order to make it something that you like to do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, so you look back at this season so far. Any moments stick out for you? Any highlight plays? I don't know, some explosive runs that you guys were able to put together.
I think the jet sweep against Abington.
Right.
I think seeing my guy get to that sideline, seeing it feel like it's kind of coming together. That's always good. I feel like that's one of the better plays we had this year.
All right.
I will say this. I'm going to chime in here about these kids.
Yeah.
They come in every day. There's nothing easy if you play football, right? If you're in a real football program, a true football program, there's nothing easy that we do. These kids come in every day. They work their backsides off. They get along great. Off the field, they're as good a team as I've ever had. Like they have a tightness and a unity. They're outstanding young men. It's just time for us to put it together between the white lines.
All right, you guys are both seniors. What do you see down the road for yourself after you graduate? And I don't know, maybe a little early to be thinking about all that stuff, but it's coming up for you.
I would say probably a 4-year college. Hopefully playing football, playing the sport I love, but studying business.
That's great. I mean, that sounds like a good plan. How about with this Souderton team? What's the key this week to get a win?
Get off the football. Explosive off the football. We need to just pursuit to the ball. They got athletes. I'll always think we have great athletes, but I think we need to pursue to the ball every single play.
So like an explosive start right off the line
100%.
of scrimmage.
We always start, I feel like we just got to start fast, and I think that's how we can come out with a win.
We get to credit the high school athletes that join us here. We appreciate the coaches giving up a little bit of time. And credit the sacrifice and the work that you guys put in to being part of a high school football program. Any game day rituals that kind of get you dialed in and ready to go for kickoff?
Me specifically, me and a few of the guys, we circle up right by the goalpost. Not team, but a few guys pray.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like we're just all really here for it. So that gets me definitely hyped.
Get a little blessing before kickoff to get everybody in the right kind of frame of mind, get everybody going the right direction. Well, thank you for joining us here for the show. Appreciate it. All right, we'll turn to your teammate Lincoln.
How's it going?
Going pretty good. How's it going with practice this week? You feeling some good energy as you guys get ready for Souderton?
Yeah, I mean, start of the week, we started with film. Film was great. 2 practices, had 2 great practices. I mean, yeah, I think we're ready for them, honestly.
All right, so I don't know if did I get your favorite non-football athlete, Gavin?
No, you didn't, but I meant to say Ryan Howard.
Hey.
Old Phil's player, yeah.
The big piece. I love that answer. But maybe we'll see if Schwarber can get to 58. All right. Well, how about you, Lincoln?
Mine, I would say Tiger Woods.
All right, a little golf action. Any game day rituals that get you going?
For me, honestly, I just like to lock in on my music, listen to music. Big old country fan, so that's usually my go-to game day. But yeah, that's really about it for me.
Well, good luck this week against this Souderton team as you guys look to get into the win column. Appreciate your being here with us tonight for the Roundtable show as we get to meet the players, meet the coaches, and get to know these guys a little bit more and credit them with all the work that they put in being part of one of our local high school football programs. The Truman Tigers here tonight, and one more team. We got the Bristol Warriors here. Thanks, guys. We'll let you get back to your sandwiches.
Appreciate you.
All right, the Tigers hanging out. Yeah, on BCB this weekend, we got Neshaminy and Pennsbury in action. Both teams with home games. Neshaminy hosting North Penn. Pennsbury hosting the Penn Ridge Rams. And again, great to be here at Sandy's. Great spot for all the NFL action, all the Eagles games. Even when the Eagles have the bye week, they have the NFL ticket here, so you can watch all the other NFL games if you got your parlays and your fantasy football going on, and a great spot for Penn State football here as well, as we got the 2-1 Bristol Warriors with us. All right, before we get going, we got our snapshot, capture the moment. Coach Oros, all right, tell me about this executive team that you guys are getting set to play.
Yeah, you know, they've had our number for the last couple of years, and they're good, man. They're well coached, good concepts and stuff that they run, tough, fast, fly to the ball, discipline. They have athletes on the edges and stuff, so we're going to have our hands full, but it's a game that we look forward to every year. It's always a good test for us. We want to, you know, like I said, they've had our number, so it's one we look forward to.
Maybe a little revenge for the Warriors. Congratulations on this last win, 35-14 over Hamburg. When you guys look back at the film, you break down that game, must have seen a lot of positive things to take into this next week's action.
Yeah, I think we executed well. We came in there with a game plan, and you know we did what we wanted to do. We ran the ball very well, and then the running game kind of set up the passing game for us. The line, you know, they blocked extremely well. We got after the quarterback. They have a good young quarterback. We were able to keep him in the pocket. So it was a good team win. We needed it.
So you guys kind of able to keep them contained. Big key to the 35-14 win over Hamburg. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for our roundtable show.
Yeah, so I got Dom Capriati here. He is a offensive lineman for us. He plays some guard. He'll play some tackle. He plays D-line. He'll play D-end, D-tackle. He's kind of that Swiss Army knife on the offensive line.
Well, welcome to the show, Dom.
Nice to meet you, sir.
That versatility, is that a challenge, or have you been able to, I don't know, figure out all those different roles on the field?
It took a while my freshman year, but it really came through my sophomore year. It took a time. It's more mental than physical. You just got to know what you're doing mentally, learn the playbook. But the coaches kind of help us at Bristol, and we can just fly around and play ball.
All right, so with that varsity experience, a little extra motivation this week against this executive team, looking to get back at them?
Yes, sir.
How about this season so far, as it's unfolded, your favorite highlight, your favorite moment, big win, big play?
It actually came in the Hamburg game. We ran a belly play, and I got the linebacker, and, I just drove him down the field. My QB followed me and pancaked him in the dirt.
Nice. So you were lead blocking and leading the way right into the end zone.
We got first down, so that's all I can do.
How about game day rituals as you get ready for action? Anything?
We just play music, have a good time. We try to vibe. We try to bond as a team. We listen to coaches. Coaches give us some pep talks, and we just fly around and want to play ball. We just want to win.
Dom, how about your favorite non-football guy? Asking everybody tonight their favorite non-football athlete to get a little insight into the players. We had a lot of basketball players. We had a Happy Gilmore. We had a Tiger Woods mixed in there, a little Ryan Howard.
Probably like Jimmy Rollins or like
Chase Utley, one of them. Ryan Howard. I do like Ryan Howard. I'm a
Yeah.
big baseball player. So.
Those guys. And do you play baseball for the
Bristol.
Warriors?
Yeah, for Bristol, and I play travel ball.
And things you can take from the baseball field that help you on the football field?
Honestly, yes. Since like pitching, you have to be very versatile. You have to like fly around. Same as a DN or a D tackle, you have to fly around, be flexible, just get through, be skinny, and it really helps with leg power and things like that.
All right, this week as you get ready for action, anything that you saw in the film study that surprised you, either stuff that you did well? I imagine everybody must have been going kind of crazy on that one pancake block that you described.
Yeah. I saw that I got a little lower this week. I started to play with my hands a little more. Things I can obviously work on, staying even more low, just so I can attack the offensive guys more. And that's really all. Our team just wants to just listen and our coaches and do what they tell us.
All right, we'll keep it going. 12 and a half tackles, a bunch of pancake blocks for Dom Capriotti, who joins us from the Bristol Warriors high school football team. Good luck this week, guys, against Executive. And next week we'll move you up in the order of things. So we kind of do first come, first serve. You guys have been arriving a little bit late.
Yeah,
but we got to move you guys up so we don't have you here late night at Sandy's Beef and Ale. But we'll let you get back to your sandwiches and get ready for Executive this week. Thanks to the Bristol Warriors. Thanks to all of our teams, to Brianne O'Neill and to Ava Fife for helping to make it possible. And thanks to everybody at Sandy's Beef and Ale, Rhonda and Kevin and Michelle and the whole crew. Really appreciate it. We'll be back next week with more high school football breakdowns on the High School Coaches Roundtable show on WBCB. Thanks so much.